Welcome to Module 8.1. We're going to jump into discovering your authentic voice, meaning our goal of the content is not just to be seen and heard, but more so felt. And doing so is easiest and best when you're authentic. So let's go over a few things that I highly recommend you internalize, you think about, and implement, and dive deeper into your authentic self and find out who the authentic self even is. So let's start off with the self-assessment and reflection. We highly recommend you start journaling or keeping notes, keeping a diary of your journey. Not just keeping track of your old videos and looking at your Instagram feed, but literally writing things down even in your notepad on your phone. By doing so, you're gonna have a lot more information to look back at, whether it's discussion topics, whether it's times, whether it's mental notes of how you're making content. So definitely take a mind of that. And then in those notes, make sure you try and reflect on your content. It may seem really lame and stupid and time consuming up front, but you're gonna get a way better, way quicker when you write down your own feedback about all the content you're making and how you're making it and what you think about it. Seeing this past work analysis of what you've done, your thoughts when you were doing it, you're gonna have a lot more data, even if it's your own thoughts, to go back and reflect and make a better and bigger impact on your future videos, your future content. Next is how to analyze your content. This isn't as important as the next one, which will be direct feedback, but when you analyze your own content, look at the data points to see if it's content that you love making and how your audience resonates, or if it's content that's more guided towards the business or the brand, or something that's not really you, and seeing how that's reacted. Finding a balance between kind of what's real, what's not, what you enjoy is super important. And some of the easiest ways are just looking at the key metrics like likes, shares, engagement, views, things like that. By finding out what pieces of content that you make resonate best with your audience, you continue your journey and how you make content and create it kind of a guided path. Should make sense. And then along that path, you'll have the battle of consistency versus evolution. About what you enjoy, you already know how to make, based also to the evolution of how people are creating content, how people are digesting content. Through the years, I'm sure you've seen throughout Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, the different types of content. Like before, this horizontal way of shooting video was the only thing I used to recommend to clients. Well, now it's portrait. Or maybe next year, it could be only time lapses are a thing. So throughout your journey, try and track that reality of what you enjoy making to also what's evolving and finding that authentic balance. Because I don't want to recommend you leaning too far in either direction. Because if you only make content that is what you like doing, your audience may not resonate with it. And although it's purely authentic, it's not realistic to your brand, business, or what your goals are. So it's about finding and tuning your authenticity so that you can give your most authentic self, but do so in the best way for your business, brand, or your goals that you're striving for. Then the next step of this analyzation aspect into finding your authentic self is to straight up ask and get feedback. I've mentioned this in the past. Talking to your audience, talking to people, and just asking is one of the most powerful tools that you all have and probably underutilized because we're all kind of scared of asking or feel too proud and too strong, but screw that. Start asking people, start asking your audience, and get feedback. Once you understand your feedback, you can attune it to who you are and how you like making videos, what you enjoy making videos about, and you're gonna find that balance a lot quicker. So gather data however possible. And here's one of the most important parts of this whole entire thing is to embrace your uniqueness. Pretty sure it was Dr. Seuss who said it, but he said something like, you are the youest you that you will ever be. And he was right. So embrace your uniqueness, the things that make you different, the things that make you special, the things that make you stand out. Give it a little bit of thought of why your neighbor or the person next to you is not you. Whatever that could be, that's part of your authentic self. And you gotta make sure you leverage that. So whether you are a photographer that's now a plumber, think about how you do your messaging or how you speak, or just kind of correlate that all into your storylines when you're talking. You wanna piece together your uniqueness and make sure you present it in any way possible because that's what makes you you. And one of the things that comes to discovering your true authentic self and really honing it in is constant experimentation. I know it's annoying and that's why you want to pay me for this class. Sorry, I can't figure it all out for you. You need to experiment and really fine tune to find what you are, who you are, and how you like to present yourself. So by constant experimentation, I mean video styles, methods of scripting, methods of voiceover, backgrounds, friends, microphones, video cameras. Every little bit of of kind of experimentation, you're going to get closer to fine-tuning of who the hell you are and finding out what is authentic. And by doing so, by evolving intentionally, you're going to make far more growth than by you kind of just making whatever videos and by you not trying. So just make sure you guys keep all of these things in mind. The full picture to really locking down your authentic self, getting feedback, trying new things, asking questions, and really laying into the video and trying to connect who you are into that video. So just make sure you have some patience. You're not going to do this in a day. You're not going to do this in a week. It may take months, it may take years, but those who stay patient and stay consistent will win. It's all about how many no's you can take. The more no's you get, the more yeses you're bound to receive. So keep learning. I'll see you soon.